beginning half of that presentation from Thursday, and just going more into depth and getting you more understanding on Facebook and the benefit of that and the creating ads and just social media as a whole. So give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen. All right. All right. All right. So those who couldn't see the training from Thursday night, this was my first slide. I just went over, just giving you some general knowledge and understanding social media because it's very broad and at times it can get confusing when you're talking about different aspects. But I just said social media was an awesome tool and has made life easier in many ways. It's allowed us to connect easily with anyone in the world. All right. So these are just some statistics and facts, just you that are on these different social media platforms like Facebook, showing you as a first one, 93% of the marketers use social media for their business. So just as network marketers and being in this industry, just look at the value of the social media and how high of a percentage of marketers are using it to build their business. It says, for example, just pointing out Facebook that 70% of marketers use Facebook to gain new customers. Let's think about all our products and stuff that we have that we can use to spread out on Facebook, reaching more people than we could possibly meet in one day online. So our next food push is that last statistic I'll go over is that Facebook continues to have the most engaged users. So Facebook is the biggest market out of every social media platform right now. Right behind that would follow Instagram. Twitter is the lowest. But now it says 70% of Facebook users log on daily, including the 43% who do several times a day. So that's just showing you now the amount of people that are on their phones. Just think about yourselves. How often are we on our phones every single day? We can't go anywhere. People would rather go home. You'll rather go home to get your phone than for your kid, your son. So you can't leave your house without your phone. So now we're going to be also talking about now how you could access these platforms right from your mobile device and be able to use it and do the same things on your mobile device than sitting down at a desktop. All right. This next point is just now we're going to talk about now what do we do when we get on social media. We're going to go over setting up the business page, and that train's going to be set up. But right now we want to talk about now how you stay active on social media. So one of the points is generate traffic, building your brand, you're engaging with people, you're staying relevant. You can't be on social media here and there. People will forget who you are. Of course, if you're trying to market something and stick in somebody's mind and advertise yourself and brand yourself who you are as a person, the only way that's going to be is them constantly see it. Just think about how we watch commercials on TV all the time, and we might memorize a whole commercial, but not even knowing it just because we're seeing it and it's getting in front of our face all the time. So that's the same thing you want to do with people for your business. Next point is the more active you are, the more people you'll reach. So be active by engaging with them, comment on their posts, following more people, trying to reach more. We talk about now how your Facebook ads, you could reach thousands of people. You could track down to the nearest zip code to people that you want to reach. So we're going to learn more about that. The last point I just said, social media is here to stay, and it's an excellent way to grow your business. Social media is not going anywhere. And business and just being an entrepreneur as yourself, social media is something it could change the whole impact of your business, and it's not going anywhere. It's only growing every year. So we'll go down to the next. I don't know why. All right. So this one is now going into don't try to sell the products and opportunity immediately. So what that means is just think about when we talk about this business, someone, do we go right up to a person out of nowhere and just say, hey, I'm in AGS, go to my website? Or do we try to focus on getting to know the person, understanding what their interests, how can we help them? What do we have that can benefit them? Is that the questions that we start to ask ourselves in person? That same thing is basically the same thing you want to do online. So you don't want to just, as soon as you set up your profiles, you start advertising your company, putting up your link, sending us stuff. People need to know who you are as a person first. And these are the questions they're gonna ask. Do you just want my money? Are you even trusted? What value do you have for me? Think about when we go online. Why do we watch the stuff we watch? Because it makes us laugh? Are we getting educated by something? Are we learning something? That's the questions you want to ask. You want to put yourself in their shoes as they're looking at your account. This is old. Here we go. Now back to what I said. All right, I'm sorry about that. So back to that I said, the last bullet point was providing value. So now always think about, here's value. Always think about how to help your audience and give value. So what does that mean, value? What are forms of value? Sharing knowledge, sharing interest, interesting personal info, sharing something funny like I was talking about, exciting content, relatable content, live events. Because you want to, when you're going to be reaching these people, not only you're going to be reaching them, you're finding ways on how to engage them. And that's something else we're going to talk about. There's so many different ways you can do to engage a person depending on who you're targeting. So now you're going to think about what could I do to catch somebody's interest? What are they already interested in? And we'll go from there. So now promoting your company and products. So when it is time for promotion, when it is time to tell people what you do, because you're not going to be doing just promoting what you do, you're also going to be showing people what you're doing in your day-to-day life. So when it does come time though to promote your brands, your events, you have to be careful not to just put up just a link to something. You need to make it so you're engaging with them and talking about your business. You don't want to make it to a point you're just putting out information for them to look on their own unless you have them, like our 24-hour link where it leads them through steps. You don't want to just post, for example, just the ags.com with your member ID link and they just go there and find out about the company themselves. Because that's why I put the picture of Google, because they can just Google and find out all the information themselves. But it's you, what gets them to work with you, what gets them to purchase something from you is you, that engagement and that whole customer service experience you had with them. I'll go here, going back to engagement. Social media is just like attending a social event offline. How do you engage with others if you don't engage with them? Just think about that. How do you engage with others if you don't engage with them? So don't think you can't just make a social media account and then not have not you just posting stuff, but you're not engaging with the people. Because at the end of the day, we all care about ourselves. It's just psychology. If we all take a picture, the first person you're gonna look for in the picture is yourself. So we gotta, when you're thinking about speaking to people and catering to people, you gotta think about how can you provide something that will benefit them. What can you engage? What kind of posts can you post? What can you say to that particular group or audience to engage their intention and be interested into what you have to say? And you just want all that. That's every time you're posting something, you want that thought to be running through your head. All right. And the last bullet point in here, I'll skip to go through one, is replying back to people too quickly. So we're in business. How is replying back to people too quickly bad? One is because now people will think you're spending all your time online. If you're busy and you're about your business, we're busy. So you have to come off with the effect of you're busy. You don't have time to be online. So you'll reply back when time is convenient for you. So you don't want to reply back too quickly because they'll think like you're just online all the time. So that shows lack of professionalism. All right, this is a great one. This is a most powerful one, especially for me because I'm 19 years old and any little thing I post, me when I speak to some people older, they look at me like it doesn't make sense because I'm 19 and the stuff that I say and the stuff that I do online, this is where I had to change a lot of my profiles, because I had a lot of stuff that was more catered to my age group. But now when you're online and you need to have a representation of yourself, you need to look more professional. You need to be saying things that are inconsistent with your business. Like, for example, I'm also a personal trainer. I can't say I'm a trainer and then post on my Snapchat all day, me at McDonald's, Burger King, never working out. It's inconsistent of what I'm saying, who I am. I can't be trying to help somebody else get in shape when I'm not even doing the same thing myself. So that's basically what I mean of being consistent with your business. So if you're always attending your meetings, always showing people that you're making all the meetings, you're on Snapchat, you're on all your promotions and events, you're traveling, they see that you're doing your business. So that's what you want to show people. People will judge you off little thing you do, especially as you do in your business. They're gonna just think about when you walk through a door, they already are coming up with what they could think about who you are and what you do, just based off how you look. So you're the same way when you're going out to a party or a social event, how you're trying to make sure you look your best. That's the same thing you want to do online. And that's it of the training for tonight. I was just gonna I think it was this week or something. I'll bring back to Dwayne when training about the Facebook ads. I just wanted you guys just to understand and show the importance of just understanding social media and the importance of it. Don't take it for granted because it's gonna go and it's gonna keep going and it's not gonna stop. It's so many different platforms online, but we're gonna be focusing on Facebook right now because it's the biggest platform. You don't want to overwhelm yourself with too much because once you get down one, let's just master in Facebook. You're gonna see a dramatic increase in your business with creating your ads and setting up your business page. But other than that, I want to thank you guys for listening in. I'm gonna keep working. I'm always studying, trying to see more things that I could find out to help you guys with, to help all of us win and build our business. There's so much more I want to share. I wish I could just say it all tonight, but there's just so much more and so much different things going into branding and now talking about how to brand yourself as a person, where now you're gonna have people following you really online, thousands following you online, just by you doing what you do every day. So thank you guys all for coming out. I'll bring it back to Dwayne. Thank you, Dwayne, for having me on the call. Dwayne's there. I don't know if he's on. All right, I don't think Dwayne is coming back on. I think he just wanted me to end it. So you guys have a good night. I guess the next call I think will be soon. Next week, I'm just waiting for him to text me back. I don't know if he's on the call. Can somebody text the chat to see if Dwayne is on the call? Okay, well, Dwayne said I still had a few more time left. So if you guys are still on, I'll still keep going. I'm gonna go to Facebook and just show you a little more about the ad. 1 second.
Josh, come back on and share.
Okay.
Show your screen. Show them a little bit of how, a little bit about business, a little about Facebook analytics and things like that, about Instagram.
All right, I'm gonna go into Instagram. I'm gonna bring up Instagram for you. I'm on my desktop. So right now Instagram is different from a mobile device. I'll go to Instagram and just explain a little bit about Instagram.
Yes, show like Facebook,
So Facebook.
Facebook analytics, look at Instagram.
I'll show Facebook. All right. You guys can hear me. I'm gonna go right into the business page. You guys can hear me. Can everybody see my screen? I'm sorry, I'm just getting used to this Zoom. Thank you guys all can see my share. All right. Can you guys hear me? I think so. Just make sure. All right. So I'm gonna go into what I talked about Thursday night. We talked a little bit about just setting up a business page. So in order for Facebook, when you have your Facebook, you need to already have a personal profile. So in order for in order for you on Facebook to have a business account and create an ad, you need to have your own personal or private account. So through that personal and private account, then you'll be able to set up a business page. So when you set up your personal and private account with your name, your email, you're required to put in your birth date, and other information, just personal information, then you'll be able to have your business page. So for example, you would just go right to your site, on your personal account. You'll click down this drop down right arrow, and we're gonna start with just creating a page. So then it would take you here. For those who didn't see Thursday, this is where it asks you basically now, what type of page do you want to create? So for example, you're gonna say, for example, you can have a local business, a company, organization, brand or product, or entertainment. But in our case, we're talking about branding ourselves, and we're gonna talk more about that. But branding yourself, you want to brand who you are as a person and what you're doing in your business. So you're gonna click on artist, brand, or public figure. You're gonna go to choose a category, and you're gonna pick public figure. Then you're gonna put in your name. You type in your name and you click get started. So I'll just type in Josh. I already have one account, but I'll just go right to my this was my fitness account, and I'm gonna go right to my Adam's Pizza Manville. This is one of the businesses I did at the marketing studio. For those who didn't know, I also used to work at a marketing studio for 8 months doing social media marketing, where we do it for pizza or other restaurants. So this is one of the business pages that I set up. So after you put your name in, you create your page, it's going to take you here, where then you add your photo, and you just start going through the steps and then creating your page. So this Facebook page, you're going to be using this for people to drive traffic, to promote your events. You're going to be targeting certain groups depending on where you're at and where your event's at. And now you're going to be doing all of that through creating ads also through here. You see right here, you can share a photo, advertise your business. It lets you advertise your business right through a post. Get phone calls. There's a call now button where you're going to be able to click that button and people could call you directly from your Facebook site with your number attached to that button. Messages, help people find their business. Facebook gives you so many ways to reach and connect with people as many ways possible online. And what this is going to be good for is because now when we're talking about branding on this page, of course you're going to be promoting what you do. This is a business page, so this is an actual brick and mortar business. This is the reason why we're just advertising the page. But this is going to be your name, and this is going to be you. On your page, you're going to be putting the stuff that you're doing on a day-to-day basis, the events that you're at, things that you're doing with your family and friends outside of work. People are just going to see who you are as a person, and then this is now when you're going to start promoting what you do. And this is how you build a community. The beauty about having your business page, because you can build your own community of your target audience and people that you're trying to reach. That's on the Facebook page. So now going into scheduling posts, this is another great thing. So just in the previous presentation, we were talking about now how you have to be engaged and now keep that engagement with those people. So that means now to keep that engagement, you have to be posting on a day-to-day basis. And Facebook has it easier for you where now you could schedule your posts. So scheduling your posts now, you could pick a date and a time when you want to send a post. So for example, this is Adam Pizza's Manville. Say they were having a special going on. I want to say, hey, come out to our Friday night brunch. Our Friday brunch. So right here, I'll click this drop down arrow. And then once you click that, before you click right where it says publish, you're going to click the drop down arrow, and it's going to give you 3 options: schedule, backdate, or save draft. So you have the option to save your post that you wanted to save, backdate it, or you could schedule it. So now we're going to focus on schedule, where now this another will pop in and will say, select the date and time in the future from when you want to post when to post publish. So now today's the 4th. So say I didn't want to say this until next week, Friday. Today's Sunday. I want to say it to next week, Friday. So I'll click Friday, and I'm going to put it for 12 noon. So all I did was click on it and change my time, and I changed the date, and now I'll just push schedule. schedule. And then it says a pop-up right below that one scheduled post for the day and time that you schedule it. So at that day or at that time, it's gonna post saying, "Come out to that brunch," and everybody's gonna see it at 3 o'clock p.m. You're gonna be able to boost that post. So not only will you be able to schedule posts, you'll be able to advertise these posts for days and weeks ahead of time. So what does this do for you? This saves you time instead of having to worry about, oh, I gotta get on Facebook or get on Twitter to tweet this to stay active, engaged, when you could have just did this first thing in the morning when you woke up and scheduled the post and just scheduled 3 for the day. For example, I'm gonna post this at 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and I'm gonna post one in the evening at 7 o'clock. You also need to pay attention to now when is the best times to post on these platforms during the day. The statistics that say that it's better to post not between the hours of not 9 to 5, or that's when people usually go in, but usually they'll cut it off around 10 o'clock, and then they'll make the evening one after work around 7 to 9. That's the best time to post after during the day when most people are online. So you're also going to learn more now when are people most active online. So that's going to come in play when you're talking about creating an ad and sending advertisements out, because what times of the day do you want your ads to be running? During the times when people are asleep. So that's also stuff you can't do it when times when people are asleep, like 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's when there's going to be a lower percentage of people online. So that's all stuff that you just want to pay attention about when you want to reach as many people as you're possibly trying to can. After that scheduled post, I'm also going to go now to insights. Now, this is what sets Facebook marketing apart from any online marketing site. Now, back from here, you're going to be able to track and see how many people viewed your page, liked your page, engaged, reached, or just made any actions on your page, like, comment, or share. So now you have your own back office. Facebook gives you your own back office to your business page to track everything that comes in and out. And this is great. So now what can you do with these numbers? So for example, say if you were posting a certain post at a certain time, or posting an event going on using a type of ad, a picture, the way you did. Now you have real analytics to show you based off of those posts and based off of your weekly advertising. These are the numbers that you got. So now based off of those numbers, you get to look and say, listen, I need to be doing more of this and less than that. This was hurting me. A lot of people weren't liking this post, so maybe I shouldn't post this post again. Maybe I should try something different. Oh, a lot of people were engaging in this video I put up about the business, and maybe my 24-hour link ad. So maybe I should keep doing that. Maybe I should increase the ads per week and see if my numbers even multiply. So that's just things that you want to keep in mind when you look at these numbers, because now that you're going to really be able to track your business and track what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. It'll show right here, page summary. On the top, last 7 days, last 28 days. You can check the whole month of stuff that you've done. And the posts that you post, when you scroll down here, it says your 5 most recent posts. You'll be able to see right from your back office the 5 most recent. You'll be able to see all of them if you just click see all. But you're going to be able to see the most recent ones you did, and you're going to see what happened for each one. So you're able to see who did you target, how many people did you reach, how many people did you engage, how many people did you promote. For example, here on May 7th, June 3rd, it was 55 people that had post engagement just from this time period. So you're going to be able to track. I sent out all these flyers this time period, and this many people engaged. So now all of your messaging is going to be done right through the page. All of your messaging. This is somebody who asked the question here, just hitting up the business. Are you delivering to Somerville today? People are going to be in contact you right through your messaging, right through your page. This is all separate. They asked good questions on the training. Last time, one of the questions was, is your business page private from your personal? Yes. And you could have as many business pages as you want. So when you're set up your personal private page, your business page, you're creating that under your personal page. So it's completely separate settings, as you see here on the top. So if your settings are, say you have a private profile, your business page can still be public. That was one of the questions from Thursday. So this is where you manage all your settings, your privacy. I recommend for all social media platforms that you guys all save your passwords and make sure that they don't get lost or missing, because you never want to come to the point when you're getting a lot of engagement and somebody tries to hack your account because that happens online. People hack accounts. So it's just something to keep in mind. Just as security purposes to make sure that you have it safe with you, and that you're making sure that your privacy settings are good. Facebook sends text alerts where you can confirm passwords with your text, so they'll send you all stuff and connect it with your phone, your email. So there's so many ways that there's steps once you set it up that it'll take you through to go through all your privacy settings. So that's what I work. And Facebook really caters to businesses a lot. Over 50% of businesses say that Facebook is mandatory for their revenue or their business. Over 50% of people businesses saying it's mandatory for Facebook advertising for their business for their revenue. And because Facebook gives tips and insights, they'll leave an update constantly. You'll see on your page constantly. As soon as you have your page, Facebook giving you more and more tips on how to build your business and tips to engage with more people. As you see right here, no friends who might like your page. What's a boosted post? You're able to boost your post with ads where you would just pay a fee and it would boost to a certain number. It could be 1,000, however many you will want, and also to your target market right through here. And it's going to show you also your weekly stats. How many likes did you get this week? This page hasn't been active since I gave it to them, so they had 0 likes this week. It's going to show you when you had your bad and good days. I'm gonna go into just a little bit of Instagram. If you have a mobile device, it's gonna be a little different, just the screen, but I'm gonna go right to Instagram just so you guys can see what it looks like. So Instagram is just another social media platform. With Instagram, you're focused more on now pictures and content. So a lot of people on Instagram, the rate of pictures is very high on Instagram than Facebook. Facebook caters all as the biggest market, but Instagram is more targeted to a lot of pictures. Facebook bought out Instagram. So through Instagram, they also have insights on posts. I'm not on the mobile device, so you can't see it from the desktop view. You only can see on the mobile device your insight view. It won't show you it on the desktop. I think they're still trying to update that. But on Instagram, what you would do on here now this is more of advertising, just showing people what you do and building a network. And you're going to see now when we talk about creating an ad, how now through Facebook, you could send ads through your Instagram stories. Since Facebook bought out Instagram, now you're able to now have advertisements on Instagram directly from your, how it works is you're going to create a Facebook ad and Facebook will connect your Instagram account. So every time that ad goes out, Instagram will also now get that ad under that same charge that you paid for Facebook. So it's not anything separate. It's all included because now Facebook is connected now with Instagram. So now they're working together on advertising. So now you'll be able to advertise for 2 social media platforms just by doing something one time. And now that's even great now because now you're going to be able to use that now with a 24-hour link to now link even more attraction and people now getting to your site through Instagram. You're putting your link in your bio. We're going to talk about now how do you get people to click on your link through your social media platforms. Each platform will give you a spot to leave your website. But what are you going to do now to get people to actually click on that website? So that's things you think about here. We're also going to talk about now how incorporating different hashtags and stuff on Instagram that you could use. People will be able to search your name to create. The Instagram is the same thing. You're going to need your info for your email, a password, same security. They're going to ask you your name, about your birthday, etc. But that's things also that it's going to ask you, and just for privacy settings, also getting your phone number. So it's going to send you a text alert to confirm with you that your account is secure. And that's just basically what you're going to go through on Instagram. In terms of advertising, I'm going to try to make a recording like from the app on the phone because they don't have it on the desktop version. Instagram is usually mostly used on a mobile device. Same thing. Facebook is more on desktop as well. It's more desktop, but Instagram right now is mostly used on a mobile device app because of the insights, accessing the insights. So that I'll try to show you guys how that looks. But it's the same thing as Facebook. I'll just go back to Facebook and compare because it's the same exact thing. Instagram has these same exact insights now through Instagram. So you're going to see your number of page views. Now, Instagram, like I said, it's pictures. So you're going to see how many people liked your picture, how many people clicked on your link through your site. You'll be able to see insights on how many people engaged on your posts. So these same similar insights are also going to be on Instagram. And how's that good now for Instagram? Because now you can do the same exact thing, tracking how many people are engaging with your content and stuff that you're posting on Instagram as well. So the main thing with social media, also the thing keep in mind as we're talking about a lot of these different platforms, is not to focus on so many, because that's also could be a trap. Because when you focus on so many platforms, then you're not going to be consistent with any. So they have tools and services where you'll be able to manage all, but until you get in the form of just understanding one, I recommend just trying to only understand one or two at a time and master those before you try to go into other ones. Because you want to be able to be consistent. You don't want to lack that trying to catch up on another one. Other than that, I'm going to go into, these are just videos as we go through the tabs here on the side. These are just the more tabs, just breaking down your insights here on Facebook. Your videos that you post on Facebook will also be tracked. So say when you post videos, say of events or stuff you're doing, you're also going to see how many people liked your video. Even when we talk about another YouTube as well, when we talk about YouTube, you could be able to connect your YouTube video to your Facebook and track that engagement from YouTube also through Facebook. So when a lot of people you start your YouTube channels of you doing training and stuff like that, that's going to be a great feature that you could use as well. We already went over messages, events. You're going to be able to create ads using different events. I'm going to go into I went over the page. I'll go into an ad real quick for those who didn't see. So as you saw, I said go to create an ad, and a pop-up appeared saying go to leave page, because now it's going to bring you to the ads manager, and that's a separate page. So the first thing was, once you go to create an ad, it's going to ask you your marketing objective, the 3 different types, what ad that you want to create. This is the whole back office of creating an ad. I went into more detail about it Thursday. It's going to be sent out more, but the thing about this is now through your ad manager, you're going to be able to track and narrow down to the nearest zip code of the audience you want to reach. This is really what separates Facebook from any online marketing type, any online marketing or advertisement, because now you're going to be able to reach who you want to reach, not just as many people as you want to reach. So, for example, the event coming up in Philly next week, June 6th, you could advertise just to that whole area of Philly, June 6th, for that location, and tell them to come out to the event. So everybody in that area will get that ad for that event. And you would find that out under audience, and we're going to go more into that in a training. 1 second. I'm going to go down and click on reach, because this is what we went through. Reach is now showing you how many people are you trying to reach in your trainings or in any of your events or anything that you're trying to have or promote. So what you would do with this is reach is recommended. I would recommend this for when you're just trying to get as many people exposed as possible. Reach just means how many people can you get your information in front of their face as possible. If you go to traffic or engagement, there's different categories of what are you trying to do with your ad. So for example, for the event for Philly, we said we want to do reach just to get as many people as possible for that event. So you would just go to reach, put your name that you want to name your campaign, and it's going to put you through these steps all right here on one, audience. This is what it talks about now. What audience are you trying to target for your ad? Placements. Where do you want these ads to be placed? Your budget and schedule. And that's what we talked about now, when it's going to ask you, how much are you willing to spend per day? Or how much do you want to spend per this ad to run for a certain time period? Because now you're not going to have the ad running 24/7. You're going to have the ad running for a certain time period. For example, the event coming June 6th, you're going to have it run from, say, today all the way to June 5th, the day before the event. And you'll be able to schedule that, and it's going to give you an estimate of how much that ad will cost for that time period, for those days that you put. If you don't make a schedule, it's just going to continually bill you. And that's just something to keep in mind. And this last section right here where it says ad is now where it goes over all the ad. When you're setting it up, you're adding your picture, you're putting the content that you want to do. It's going to show you all the ad previews of the screen experience. So like I said, your ad is going to be ran not just from Facebook, but also through Instagram, because Facebook bought out Instagram. So now you're going to be able to see the ad view, how it's going to look on Instagram right through your Facebook back office as well. So And that's what you want to do with that. I'm gonna go right here. And this is your ad manager. This is every time you want to see how your ads are running, this is where you're gonna go. Um, this is just talking about choosing your campaign objective. I'm gonna go back to the center. And based off of the account that you're using, this is where it's gonna take you. I'm gonna close out of this and leave the page. Like I said, now I just left the page. So what I was in before, and I want to show you the back office of now your ads. So now what I just showed you before is where you went to create your ad. This is now your ad back office manager, now where you track your ad. So just how on our business page, when we're talking about setting up a business page, through here, I'm going to show you now how you work this and see how to track your business ad that you just ran. How many people it reached? How many people saw that ad that you just paid for that time period, from today to June 5th for the event in Philly? How many people did that ad come across? You're going to be able to see how many people engaged in it, the results of it. Did people like or comment or share that? Did people ended up, say if your ad had your 24-hour link on it, did people click that link? How many people click that link to see it? That's all you're going to, that's everything you're going to see from back here. Ads, your name is going to call you, it's going to also put your costs. So all this is tracked. Everything that all your expenses, things is tracked in here. This is also we're gonna have all your account information, your account overview right here, your reach impressions, amount spent, links clicked. This is what I'm talking about. Your 24-hour link. It's gonna show you what links got clicked. So if people click your 24-hour link, that's where you're gonna see that. So all of these, I'm just gonna run down in more detail about. This is just very great too. What also separates about it, because now you get to track everything. Everything you do will be tracked, and you'll be able to see your progress and be able to make decisions based off of what you're doing and how you're building your business. Because we each build our business in a different way. How you're gonna be able to see how you can now structure it so it works for you. You're gonna be able to make your own analysis for yourself and see what's working for you. So that is what we're gonna be talking about. It's gonna be sent out. That's about it, covering Facebook, and the business page, and also covering the ad. And you just understanding. I hope that you guys are really now understanding just the importance of this. Social media is very big and it's only growing right now. Just working at the marketing studios, business is needed, and you don't want to get far behind it, because this is really the true goal that everybody wants to do. The dream of just working from home, just attracting these people right in the comfort of your home on your laptop, not even having to step outside, just getting ads and getting leads, getting thousands of people to your events, getting so many conversions of people on your 24-hour link just from sitting at home on your computer, setting out an ad. This is what everyone dreams to do. And you just learning these tools and just really spending the time to master each one. And you're going to be able to maximize your efforts on what you could do on your ads, and just basically mastering your craft and your content building, your brand, building a network right from online. You're going to see a major difference in your business, because you can't reach the amount of people you can reach a day online. You can't reach in a few months without people seeing, maybe even a year. You can reach thousands online in one day. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you guys for having me guys out again tonight to speak to you guys. I know everybody was happy a little bit with the training Thursday. I was glad, also excited to speak. It's my first time. I stutter a lot. I'm just trying to do it the best I can to show you guys and what I know, and just some previous working at the studio. I'm just glad to be a part of it, and the experience. I'm really just excited. I'm really just excited just to give and show you everything, and how now you can start executing this for yourselves. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night.
Can you hear me, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Awesome job tonight. Thank you for jumping in and sharing information with everybody. And again, before we wrap up, those of you who was on Thursday night, that was at the dinner, or who's on the live stream, we're doing the finishing editing. As you know, we had some technical difficulties, so we're doing the finishing editing on it and wipe out all those dead spots. Thank you. All those dead spots, and I'll have that finalized by tomorrow morning or late tonight, and I'll get that out to you. which gives you more detail of setting up your business page and the ads that he was going over. For those who did not register but would like to, either shoot me a text, but I'll be blasting out the link that you can actually order a custom playback for that for yourself, that you can play at your own convenience and learn how to set things up and really start using social media as a platform to advertise your business and start building your business all across America and abroad. So thank you all for logging on tonight. Josh, awesome training. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I will keep you updated on less. So everybody have a great night, and we'll talk to you during the course of the week. This webinar is officially over. Everybody have a good night.